The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Chatham Memorial Arena for Game 5 of the Sutherland Cup Final, powered by Collins Clothiers, as the St. Catharines Falcons come to town after a big win in Game 4 to take on the Chatham Maroons. The Falcons took an early lead and never took their foot off the gas in Game 4. With a first period goal yesterday, Trayson Dewar found the back of the net for the third time in the series. Dewar has 9 goals and 4 assists for 13 points in 16 games in the playoffs. Also with the goal yesterday was Dallas Hibbert. Hibbert now has 5 goals and 9 assists for 14 points in 19 games and had a beautiful short-handed marker yesterday. In goal, Hayden Jeffrey gets the start once again. Jeffrey made 28 saves in Game 4 en route to his 14th win of the playoffs, and he gets the nod again here today. On the flip side, the Maroons come back home, trying to get back into the win column. Chatham nearly came back yesterday and got within 2 goals. Part of that comeback was led by Carter Chadwick. Chadwick had 2 goals and an assist and has 20 points in 21 playoff games. In goal, the Maroons turned to Gannon Hunter once again. Hunter got taken out of the game in the first period yesterday, but has made some huge saves on the way to getting Chatham to this point. He's got a .308 goals against average and a .912 save percentage this postseason. Ahead of this one, let's get to our coaches' comments. Here's Richard Santos from the Maroons and Tyler Bealby from the Falcons.
Two different built teams playing for the same trophy, and obviously one guy can say this way is going to work, the other guy can say this way is going to work, but obviously it's two different styles of teams out there battling for the championship, and one might be right, one might be wrong, but it's been great hockey. There's passion's been there, the physicality's been there, the goal scoring. It's been fun to coach, obviously emotional to coach. You have your highs and lows on the bench. But I think it's been a great look for the league that you have 2 passionate coaches out there that care very much about their players. And then you have 2 teams that will give everything they can for those coaches. So I expect to be a wild finish. I expect it to be a lot more ups and downs, and we're going to see where it goes.
We were, I think, outside of Fort Erie in our conference, we were the lowest goals against. And so you have that team with the lowest goals against, and then Chatham in the West has got the most goals for. So we knew that there was going to be something interesting in the series. We didn't forget, obviously, how they fed us our lunch back in October, so we knew that they were capable of playing on the offensive side of the puck. So no, there's not too many surprises. It's just about staying in the moment, and it's a grind. I mean, we're almost 2 months into this now, and we just got to make sure everybody stays healthy and as hydrated and fed as possible.
Tonight, one of these teams will put themselves a win away from a Sutherland Cup. It's the Maroons, it's the Falcons, and get your popcorn ready. It's Game 5 of the Sutherland Cup Final. And Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Dimitro up to Harris. Now Duplessis through center. Duplessis speeding in for St. Catharines. Duplessis a shot and a big save by Gannon Hunter early as he flashes the leather and comes up with a puck. Hibbert forced it out to center for St. Catharines. Mustafi hit by Kucher. Here comes Harris. Makes a move. Tried to get to the net. He was cut off by Burnham. Mustafi gets decked to the corner by Carter Kucher, who laid a big hit. Duplessis working away at it. He's taken down. Mustafi back on it. Up to the line. Hibbert a shot. Saved by Gannon Hunter, and he'll hold on. Hunt to the line. Harding into the corner. Matheson hit hard. Penalty coming up. Matheson back on it. Fires a shot deflected. Up and over the glass. Out of play. So cross-checking the penalty, and Chatham will get the game's first power play as Brendan Grenville heads the penalty box. Now back on it, Edgar. Even Edgar into the slot, throws it down low. Connor Hunt, now for Dylan Richter. Over to Chadwick, fan of the one-timer. Edgar back on into the corner. Edgar for Richter. Richter skating in, cross ice, one-timer, and they score! Carter Chadwick, his 5th of the series, and 13th in the playoffs. The Maroons take a 1-0 lead with 8:58 left in the first period. Mustafi Tried to throw it on goal. It was cut by Van Netten. Here's Harding. Harding turns the puck over. Mustafi out front. Truby looking for it. Here's a shot. Save Hunter. Rebound is loose. It's below the goal line. After it, Harris in the corner. Lucas Tuin back with it for the Falcons. Around the boards, not out. Here's Bassick. Cross ice, Burnham. Burnham fires. Glove save, Hayden Jeffrey. And he'll hold on. Chips it out to center ice. After it, Burnham. Kucher off the wall. Connor Hunt. Skates through center. Hunt trying to get it to Matheson. Matheson in the corner. Centers for Edgar. He scores! Chatham goes up 2. And who else but even Edgar for his 6th of the series. It's 2-0 Maroons. He'll drop it off for Harding. Harding into the corner to Noah Matheson. Matheson stick handles. Looks to sidestep Duplessis. Connor Hunt. Hunt feeds it cross ice. McChesney a shot. Glove save. Hayden Jeffrey. And he'll hold on. What has this crowd and this community meant to this team all season long?
This community is awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're pulling, like, our average is like 1,200 a night. It's pretty awesome. So we're obviously playing for the guys in our room, but we're playing for the community, and we're trying to bring that Sutherland Cup home for them.
2-2 series, pivotal game 5. Last question for you, Ian. What do the Chatham Maroons have to do to win tonight and then walk away with the Sutherland Cup final at some point in this series?
I think we just got to lower our mistakes. I think if we're good in the D zone, our scoring will come. We're a high-scoring team, and I think if we take care of our D zone, we'll be good.
Now Duplessis runs into Carter Kucher. Here's Grenville. Grenville has it go off the skate of Cruz Ferguson. After it, Gillis. He shoots! Stopped by Hayden Jeffrey, and he'll hold on. Dimitro has it in his skates. Truby pursuing. Low in there as well. Here's Dimitro. Dimitro sends a feed up the wall. It's turned over. Truby gets it to Chadwick. Carter Chadwick on goal. Can't get a shot off, and the puck misses the net. Here's Eamon Edgar. Edgar from his own end starts the rush up ice for Chatham. Edgar through to center, takes a hit, gets it to Matheson. Matheson scores! Take a hit to make a play. Edgar gets a pass to Matheson, and he buries it to make it 3-0 Chatham. 5.5 into the second. Burnham flips it out to center. Richter knocks it down, gets a pass for Chadwick. Truby streaking, bouncing puck. He scores! What a play! Sean Truby channeling his inner Chatham Kent Barnstormer, and it's 4-0 Maroons. Goals just 12 seconds apart, and Chatham is charging here in the second. St. Catharines has called their timeout. Everybody's off the bench once again. Head coach Tyler Bealby trying to calm down his group. They've given up 2 goals in 12 seconds and now trail 4-0 here in game 5. Off the draw, Grenville a win. Puck will come back into the Falcons' end. William Moore gets decked in the corner by Carter Chadwick. Moore sidestepped the pressure. Richter trying to get a pass to Truby. It got cut by Moore. Back with it, Kucher. Now Grenville. Grenville shooting, save Hunter. Rebound loose, Truby back on it. Gualteri back for Atkinson. Cross ice, Dimitro. Dimitro throws it out front, pad save, Gannon Hunter. Atkinson on it again. The Falcons are all over the Maroons right now. Here's Gualteri shooting, blocked in traffic, loose puck. Hunter down, it's a scramble. Hunter thinks he's got it. He'll cover up as Fisher gets into it with Chadwick out front. And the officials blow play dead. Agremeyer down on the ice. Somebody's getting a penalty here. Agremeyer and Burnham exchanging words. It looks like they might both go off here. Burnham and Agremeyer, that is. At least Burnham heading to the box. It's won by Chatham. The clearing attempt is blocked. Here's Dallas Hibbert at the line. Goes cross ice. Mustafi back for Hibbert. Blocker save. Gannon Hunter. Cam Lowe back on it. Low cross ice. Mustafi scores! Ali Mustafi gets the Falcons on the board. 15 seconds into their power play. It's a 4-1 game here at the Memorial Arena. Maintains possession in the corner, drops it off to Duplessis. He loses the puck. The other way come the Maroons. It's Truby speeding in with Chadwick. Truby centers. Chadwick! No goal! No goal! It's waved off, and that one stayed out.
So I want to ask you about what makes this team so special. Obviously, it's your first season in St. Catharines. You come over to this group. Why is this group in particular so special, and why have they gotten to this point?
Yeah, I think it's just the skill set and the work ethic that our team has. Everybody brings it to the rink every day, and it's just a good group to be around.
I want to talk to you about the community in St. Catharines. There's so many hardworking volunteers that we see around the rink for the Falcons, a lot of sponsors that pitch in to the Falcons Club. What makes the community so unique and so effective in supporting a junior hockey club?
Yeah, I think it's just all one big family, and everybody comes together, and the sponsorships that we have, they've been there forever, and we're forever grateful for them. And yeah, it's just, like I said, one big family, and everybody's rooting for the same thing.
It'll go into the corner. Gillis after it. Gillis works it along the wall. It's out to center. Racing for it, Trent Gates. He's over the blue line. Gates cross ice. Centering pass, and they score! It's Brendan Grenville, and the Falcons are back to within 2 minutes into the third period. It's a 4-2 game. Grenville, Duplessis, Lowe now together for the Falcons. They started the series on the same line, were separated at one point on 3 different lines. Tyler Bealby, the Falcons head coach, has them back together here. Connor Hunt knocks the puck down. Hunt on goal! He scores! Connor Hunt roofs it and gets Chatham back up 3. It's 5-2 Maroons. Now into the corner, throws it down low. Grenville looks to center. Back with it, Forrest. Cross ice pass cut by Richter. He heads the other way, shorthanded. Dylan Richter in, leaves there. Van Netten out front, saved by Jeffrey. It'll come back. Chatham and Van Netten. Van Netten for Harding. Harding through to center, Truby. Truby sidesteps Grenville. Truby fires a shot, glove save. Hayden Jeffrey, and he will hold on. Duplessis over the blue line. Duplessis throws it down low. Lowe takes a shot, it gets blocked. Duplessis centers, Hibbert fires, save Gannon Hunter, and he'll hold on. Good chance there for Dallas Hibbert at the blue line, but his slap shot stopped by Gannon Hunter. Back after it, Cam Lowe. Now taken back by Chatham. Here's Hibbert, a slap shot. It gets blocked. Connor Hunt is on it for the Maroons. Hunt feeds Zanuto, beats his man. Zanuto on goal, stopped by Jeffrey. The Chatham Maroons walk away victorious by a score of 5-2 on home ice at the Memorial Arena in Game 5. Goals from Carter Chadwick, Eamon Edgar, Noah Matheson, Sean Truby, and Connor Hunt, and a bounce-back performance from Gannon Hunter lead the Maroons to victory, and they now sit just 1 win away from a Sutherland Cup with Game 6 going on Sunday night in St. Catharines.
I think we just played Maroon hockey. I think throughout the whole course of the season, our identity is kind of just putting goals in the back of the net, and that's kind of what we did tonight, 5 goals, I think. So that's kind of what helped us get the win, and yeah. I think I'm kind of just shooting the puck. I think that's kind of what I did all throughout the course of the season, and just shooting the puck, going in the back of the net, and I'm kind of just, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. So, I mean, obviously I just got to keep doing the little things. I mean, obviously taking advantage on the power play. I feel like that's kind of my game, is on the power play, and I can just put the puck in the net.
Yeah, Carter Clutch is he gets the boys going. Like last game, he had no quit. He's trying to climb back for the boys, and obviously today he potted one, got a nice assist. So he comes out in big moments. So it's always good to see, and we get each other going, and I like that. I think we came out pretty good. I mean, the last game 4, we came out flat, and in the first period we came out really good, and all 4 lines and all 60 and Gannon, we all came out ready to play today, and we were ready to go.
And now we have a special guest question from Ian LaChance to the studio audience. Ian, go ahead.
Obviously, 1 win away. What do you have to do for Game 6?
Yeah, I think we just got to stay focused, get good rest this weekend, have a good practice tomorrow, then just play it's like a game 7, and so we can come back with the trophy. And yeah.
What do you think of Ian LaChance's question?
I think Ian LaChance is a really smart person. I think the way he asked me that question was really smart.
Thought our boys came out ready to play today. We didn't take a shift off. Got scrambly a little bit here and there in a couple periods, but at the end of the day, our effort and compete came through tonight, and I was happy with that. Carter Chadwick's a guy that has came through in the clutch for us at key moments. He's a guy that can put the puck in the net at will. But what I like to see about Carter Chadwick was his complete game today. He played a 200-foot game, and that's why he was able to play the minutes that he does. It's not just about offense, it's about defense too. It's about the neutral zone, clogging it up, and I thought he did a great job, and hopefully he can put a couple more in on Game 6. I thought we had a great game as from 1 through 12 in the front end and 1 through 6 in the back end. Gannon Hunter obviously came up ready to play. I know he got pulled yesterday, but like we talked about in the pregame is when he gets pulled or has a bad game, let's say, his next game's dynamite, and I thought he played well today, controlled his rebounds, controlled the play, made good stick plays, and he just slowed everything down, and that's all we can ask for in a goalie. Obviously, for Bill and Karen, they put their heart and soul into this organization. They've trusted me with, signing players, recruiting, head coach. So I just try and do everything I can to make them proud of me. And then Bino Pereira has been part of the organization for 25 years, still hasn't hosted a Sutherland Cup. So I bet you if we get the chance to do that, the tears will flow out of his eyes. But besides those guys, it would mean more to our city, to the fans that have supported us through the years. We've been so close in so many years, and if we can pull it off, it's going to be electric. Chatham's going to be bumping.
It's tough. 2 good teams going at it. It's whatever team gets momentum seems to keep it. We're obviously trying our best to break that, but we got to make sure we start on time and stay up. Even when we're down, we can do whatever we can to get back in the game, and it's just a game of inches, and we got to do whatever we can to get back into it, even if we're not up. The boys believe each other. They always believe in each other. Every period, every shift. No matter if we lose a game, we always rebound back. The boys always have each other's backs. Like you said, we don't like losing back-to-back games. So we're going to do whatever we can on Sunday, get a win, and come back here on Tuesday. I think it's just 2 really good teams that play 2 completely different style of games, and that's why you see it goes back and forth. And I think everyone's just going to stick to their game, and it's obviously a unique series, but just as entertaining to watch.
He was our Rookie of the Year. He's a great player. I think he ended up with 24 goals or roughly so. He's a competitor. I talked about Dallies last night, just doing all the right things. Allie's the one that's the last one on the ice with Dallies. And that's why they're having such success early on in their junior careers. He puts the work in. He's a sponge. He's extremely teachable, extremely respectful, and he deserved that goal tonight. You go look at that first 10 minutes. I thought we had a great first 10 minutes of that period. We took a penalty. 5-on-5, we were flying. We were playing in their zone. We took a penalty, scored on the power play, 1-0 on the road. That's what we need to avoid here. But that's okay. We just got to find a way to stay in. And Ali talked about it. This team scores in bunches, and we got to make sure that we take that away from them. I don't mind answering the question about the timeout. I mean, we're in the Sutherland Cup final, and so there is no shifts off. And the result of tonight's game was about 4 shifts off. I thought that 2 teams battled really hard. I think the score sheet showed that roughly. They capitalized and finished on their chances. I mean, their 5th goal. I mean, what an all-world goal. We didn't have one of those tonight. So we got to find a way to bear down around the net because we're right in that game. We came back, scored early in the 3rd. It's 4-2, 15 minutes left. We can't give up that 5th. We got to grind and find that 3rd and make them question themselves in the 3rd period. And no, credit to them. They found a way to get the 5th and bring it home.